welcome back to the new, no longer PND, no filter, no fear. That's right. That's how we live in it. Yeah.
I love it.
We're doing okay. 3, 2, 1. Not. I think you guys got it. Yeah. We can keep going. Yeah.
We killed it though.
Yeah. No, good job, guys. I trained them so well, I don't have to join in now anymore. So this is perfect. I
feel duped.
Yeah, so guys, this week has been amazing. It's February 9th, 10th, whatever. I think it's the 10th.
11th.
We'll make it the 12th if we wanted to. All right.
Hey, that's my
You don't
anniversary.
know. But,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cute.
Thank
oh,
you.
your anniversary?
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Aw,
wedding anniversary.
yeah.
4 years.
Wow. 4
Yeah.
years married or 4
Married.
How long were you guys together? Like, have you been together?
6 plus 2
Wow.
is 8.
Well,
I
Luz
love
is
that.
watching this, so yeah, I hope you're right.
You can rarely
Oh,
find
I'm
it
right.
nowadays.
It's 2018
What?
to 2026.
Like just like people that stay together. They get
I mean,
married
there's
and they
people
stay
that stayed together back in the day and they were miserable.
No, well, that's miserable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I understand. Baby
I was
boomers
just like-
definitely like set that tone, and then
Yeah.
sometimes you even see it now, like, oh, I'm staying together for the baby, or I'm staying. You know what I mean? Like, what? Oh, because we need to be a family. You're not a family. You're already broken and disturbed. Like sometimes it's good to split up to have that healthy family, so-called family, because if your child sees abuse every single day, whether it's mental or physical, how are you calling it a family? So
Yeah.
that just got dark for a second. Sorry.
No. Nice
That's a
tangent.
good,
nice
that's a good tangent. I mean,
But
I don't
I'm proud of you
Yeah.
Oh,
for
thank
being
you.
awesome and keeping your marriage
Yeah.
together, and Ilza, obviously, because it's a
Yeah.
two-way street.
Oh, it's definitely work on both sides.
Yeah.
For sure. A lot of credit to her, for sure.
You guys are
See,
definitely an
that's what-
inspiration.
That's why they'll make it, because they can continue to give credit to each other. For me, I'm
I
just like,
love
nah,
that.
it's me. It's me, baby. And this thing stays because of me. And this is why I'm single. So, yeah. Take it with a grain, or a shot.
Self-awareness.
Yeah. Understand that nobody can be with me. The only
that's
person that
not
loves
That's
me
not
enough
true.
is my mom. Yeah. Oh, no.
we
Respect
love
your
you.
moms.
No.
Respect your moms.
Huh?
Your mom is cute. I like your mom.
Yeah.
My mom is very cute. She's adorable.
Yeah.
We should have her around more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But this week, though, can we just talk about it? Bad Bunny?
Hey,
Yeah,
Bad
we-
Bunny.
Yeah. The Super Bowl just happened. The halftime just happened. But we're still relishing in every moment about this.
It was just so good.
Yeah.
Where were you? I got to ask.
Actually, my boyfriend and I, it was his birthday on Super Bowl day.
Peter.
Peter, you guys met him earlier on previous episodes. I took him to a Korean barbecue around
Aw.
like Super Bowl time because we knew that the game was gonna suck. Sorry guys, but it did suck. So we were like, okay, let's get a quick bite and maybe we can go to like a local sports bar to watch this the halftime show. So I ended up not making the halftime show, but I already saw on internet everybody's blowing up about it. I'm like, oh my God. I look at Pete, I'm like, we gotta go home and watch this, you know?
Yeah.
So we make it home. He shows me the halftime show and I was like, first of all, I love Bad Bunny. I don't understand the word, maybe like every other word.
Yeah.
No, every third word. Let's be real.
Selfie.
But hey, I'm vibing. I love the
Okay.
music. I
Yeah.
love Latin culture. So it was
Yeah.
just cool to see another culture that is so big in America where it's never showcased properly, in my opinion. So to be able to see Bad Bunny on a most watched show in the world, I feel like, it was awesome. I loved seeing that. I'm not gonna lie. And you guys tell me because you're a part of the culture. So what did you think?
Oh, it's definitely something that I definitely teared up just watching it.
I saw your video.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I put those
He was
videos
like
in.
dancing
Yeah.
in his
Yeah,
room to the
just by
show.
myself,
I was
just like I
dying.
needed to. I mean, like it was just such a just a loving show, such a gift for everybody to
Yeah.
just join in and have fun with this. And I really appreciate him to put on everything that he did. I mean, giving the Grammy to like we could go over the specifics of like the
Yeah.
Grammy to the kid.
I
just
teared. I
real-
literally teared up in that moment because when you come from nothing, you can kind of like relate to that
yeah
scene. I loved it, and that boy was so cute. He was just like smiling, and apparently I've heard that he was a boy that was
That is false.
that's
That's
false.
false.
That's false.
It's an actor.
Okay.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
people just pinned it to the kid
Some
that
people
was.
just thought
Yeah.
correlation, but nothing to
Okay,
do with
okay,
it. That's
okay.
actually supposed to represent his younger self.
Yeah.
Oh, cute. I
It
love
was his
that.
actually old clothes that the kid was wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Wait, so
how.
there's like a detail
There's
orientation.
Yeah,
of
there
that
was a
show.
picture of him when he was a kid where none of this was like a forethought before he became
Oh, wow.
popular, and then so this is him like giving it to his younger self.
I love that.
And I can say for my experience as a Latino that was born in a different country in Costa Rica, my grandparents had a house like that.
Oh, cute.
Like,
Yeah,
so,
la casita.
Yeah, so
That the
so,
casita,
so
I love
seeing
that.
and seeing everybody there and like just the party, the wedding and everything, and the kid being woken up. 100%,
On the chairs?
Yeah,
That was
Every
hilarious.
Latino was like, I know that experience to
Oh,
the
yeah.
T. Just like parents, family, everybody's partying. You're just tired. And
Same-
just like,
same in
yeah,
Poland, though.
We gotta wake up the kids.
Yeah.
We
So
gotta
many
go.
little details like that, like the
Yeah,
kids trying to
yeah.
see while the parents are partying.
Yeah.
like,
Yep,
you know,
I
you
can
would sleep
relate to
on
that.
anything.
Yeah.
Just like,
I-
oh, okay, they're dancing.
Yeah. And then Ricky Martin singing.
Oh, that was one of my
That was
favorite
awesome.
parts. That was one of my
just-
favorite.
Even Gaga, I was shocked.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
was
I was shocked.
I was so
That was so
happy
good,
to
though.
hear like because I know people had their qualms about just like there's no like English. There was a whole English song,
Segment,
just
yeah.
in
There
Latin
was.
style,
Yeah.
and it was
Yeah.
just beautiful. And I think a lot of people turned around, especially after like the end of the message of God bless America,
Yeah.
and then naming every country in America.
Even Canada, I was
Oh, yeah.
impressed.
I wonder how
Yeah.
many people were just waiting to
Like-
hear their country.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like waiting for Costa Rica.
Yeah,
Like, huh?
as soon
And I was like, yes.
Ooh,
I was like, I see the flag. He's gonna say it. He's gonna say it.
yeah.
Yeah.
There was somebody I saw that posted just like which countries wasn't named. It was just a couple.
Of
but
course.
Really?
Of course.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
there's like there's so many
Like
because the thing
smaller
is there's
countries?
islands too.
Yeah.
A lot of the Caribbean
Mm.
countries.
Yeah, yeah.
That's where the ones. Some
Well, he said Antillas, which is
Yeah,
like
which
a
is-
lot of them.
oh
Just,
yeah, he did say a lot of them.
Yeah, like so it was a lot of things. I think it was Belize that was missed out.
Oh,
There
okay.
was some central and like just very few,
Yeah.
you know. But I think obviously he meant to say everybody.
Yeah,
Uh,
and
that
of
was
course
the real message.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
think
loved
the
it.
other cool detail is like that little wedding scene
Mm.
was a legit
I knew
wedding.
it was legitimate.
Yeah.
Pete
I
was
knew it.
like, "No way." I'm
Yeah.
like, "Look at them. They're literally like
because
real
apparently
people."
they hired him to sing at their
Mhm.
wedding, but he was like, you know what? Let's just go do it at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome too.
I was like, wow, they really won on the wedding.
Yeah.
on the wedding thing. I was like, you win. That
You
is the
definitely
best
win.
ever.
Your
But,
whole
like,
wedding.
talk about high pressure.
Yeah.
We're like, weddings are high pressure
like
enough.
like have you seen my wedding? I was like, have you seen my wedding? Like,
Yeah.
'cause I
the
think
most watched
yeah,
wedding
that was
in
what.
history.
Yeah,
144 million or
That's what
whatever.
no
it
one's
is.
talking about.
Insane.
That's literally probably the most watched wedding
hmm
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
like history. Like,
Because I was
For
going,
sure.
I was going over it with Vic and like the World Cup versus the Super Bowl, and
Bowl.
obviously as far as sports goes, World Cup is more important.
Yeah.
Just more views in
it's
the
more
event.
prevalent in
Yeah,
in the
as-
world, in the
as-
global
as-
sphere.
Yeah. Like for instance, a lot of people that watch the halftime show, they come to watch the halftime show
Mhm.
and then they leave. Oh, football's on. Okay, like they called it. It was like the Benito Bowl. Like it's 100%. It was that. It was like it's really a moment for a star to really grow even beyond what they are normally, and that's
Mhm.
why it's so significant
Yeah.
of what they do and everything like that. And I'm sure the future tours that he does is just going to be even better. So I'm just guessing like next year. Just they're probably going to piss them off because obviously they're trying to move more internationally, the
Mhm.
NFL. So I'm guessing K-pop.
I was gonna say there was somebody who was like, okay, we
Wait,
did
that would be
African
so
American
funny.
culture.
Yep.
Now we did Latin American
Yeah.
culture. Next thing is Asian American culture.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like get the K-pop, all the other like Upam Gundam style, all
Yeah.
that. Like that would be
That would
great.
be so funny.
So
I would
good.
love that.
And then of course like everyone's K-pop Demon Hunters is still
Oh, hell.
charting like
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like all those is like
My
I
niece
feel like
loves
it's
it.
the next natural move.
Yeah, it
progression.
should be, honestly. Like,
You know.
showcase all the cultures that are part of America.
The other
you know?
thing that I kind of like, not to go like too much in this direction, but that I kind of like find in a funny irony
Mhm.
is that American football is viewed very much as like a red-blooded American thing,
Mhm.
you know? But the NFL as an organization, though, operates very inclusively. Like it really showcases in their how they do these halftime shows and how they structure everything and how they support their players too.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
that's
because
nice.
it's like it's kind of funny. There's that duality to from their audience to actually how
Mhm.
the corporation
How it
works,
works.
and the fact that they can still have those stances and they're not losing anybody.
No.
They know they're not losing viewership, so they
No.
can actually have
Yeah.
a good position to stand and very thankful that they actually stand and put those things on display because at the end of the day they have the power of like empowering these groups and stuff
Yeah.
like
Oh,
that, you know.
absolutely. Yeah, I think
Who's in charge of halftime show?
That's it.
Jay-Z,
Jay-Z?
Rock Nation, and a bunch of other
That's
people.
pretty
It's, obviously, Jay-Z is the front,
Yeah.
just because he's the most known.
Yeah.
But overall, it's a group of people. It's not just one
It's a
person. That's
coalition. It's like a
Wait, I
Yeah.
also
board.
loved sorry, going back to Bad Bunny show, the whole grass people.
Yeah.
Did you
Oh,
see like
yeah.
them dressed up as grass? I was like, yo, I want to be grass next year. Or something else. Like
I
just put me
told-
up there.
I told Scout about
It
that.
was
She
so
didn't
funny.
They didn't realize that was people.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, it wasn't
either.
people picking it up
Yeah.
and moving. They were like in it, ready
Yeah.
to go.
There were people recording the show. They were in the
From their
grass, and just
grass.
like oh, I
Oh,
got
that's
it.
so
Yeah,
cute.
yeah. You
I
know,
think it was great.
Like holding
Yeah.
grass in their phones at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and I just want to mention back of just like how good of a show of just like for representation of Latinos are just like that we are loving, that we are caring, and that we want.
We're not bad
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
and we want to share our culture. We want people, like I know a lot of people were just like they kind of said like don't if you're against this, you can't go to our countries and stuff like that. Which again, I don't want to become hatred. I don't want to become like come
Love
through
is
as
stronger than hate,
yeah,
like I said.
exactly.
that's
That was
it,
the real
yeah.
message, and that I think we should stand by that
Mhm.
as as human beings.
Yeah,
So,
regardless of opinions, it was something that brought people together for sure.
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
But as somebody who like even was grown up in another country, not Latin country,
Yeah.
Poland specifically, I used to hear American songs, Spanish songs, Asian songs, and I would have no idea what they're saying, but I was vibing to it. So
Mm.
like I just appreciated Bud Bunny's performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had no clue what he was talking about, but like it's 15 minutes out of my life. I go there to watch the show. I don't dive deep into it. I mean, I could see the message and I thought it was a beautiful message
Yeah.
that he created with the performance, but
Mhm.
I was just like appreciative. I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
everybody wanted to dance. Like,
Yeah.
it was an awesome thing. So I don't think there's a need of diving so deeply
I was definitely thinking of some
into that.
French songs that I know of. Like there's
Yeah.
this black guy. I forgot his name, but he has like no teeth, like front teeth, and he just sings beautifully.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
Wow.
viral reel. Once I remember, I'll send it to you. But also like I'm not sure if you ever heard Sting like by Roses, like Desert Rose by Sting.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
that.
where
I was
he-
like Sting by
yeah,
Roses. No.
yeah.
those
Where-
are, I do.
all the
Where
way.
he has it's obviously a mixture.
Beautiful
of-
song.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
It was a mixture of is Sting UK?
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
Okay,
yes,
British.
yes.
UK, British, English with Arabic.
Oh,
It
that's
was-
Oh, yeah.
and it
a
was
lot
just-
of
I didn't
people
realize that,
blend
but that's
languages
great.
now. A lot of people started
No,
blending
dude.
languages in their songs.
Oh,
I like it.
absolutely.
It's like even like with my wife, she introduced me into like the rock scene in Russia
Yeah.
too.
Oh yeah.
And then, but like one of my favorite new bands is like a punk rock group,
Mhm.
but they're from Russia. They're
Oh,
called
sick.
Wild Ways, and they're fantastic, so good. But it's all in Russian, of course.
That's awesome, though.
And yeah, so I was like, but I love I listen to music for
Yeah.
music for sure.
Yeah.
And then there's a band that's based in New York. They're from New York, but they sing in Russian.
Oh,
They're
wow.
called
That's pretty
Pedals.
cool.
They're a great band if you're looking for something new. But yeah, it's just funny how many American bands
Yeah.
are now also singing in their native tongues. I'm finding there's a lot
Yeah.
of not just Latin, but like
Yeah.
all these ethnic
Yeah,
groups,
different European.
and they're
languages.
coming up. It's like, oh, actually, they're American based because
Mm.
they're kids who grew up in America, but they're honoring their language and stuff. And it's
I
like,
think that's awesome.
Yeah.
I have a few Polish artists that will most of the song would be performed in Polish, and then they blend in English words here and there, which is kind of cool. As well, Polish rap though, I need to put you guys on. Polish rap is
definitely.
heavy, like it's so good.
I've heard of Russian rap, so it's
'Cause
it's
Oh, yeah,
crazy.
Polish as a
it's-
language is
I
very
know a couple
complex. We really, I will send you a couple of memes which are true. Like, you know, you guys have one word for a friend, it's a friend, but whether it's a female or male, like you guys can relate. In Latin, it's amiga and amigo, right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah, yeah.
amigos. So you guys have a little bit of a switch at the end of the words. In
Yeah,
Polish, we
feminine
have
and
like
masculine.
17 ways to say friend.
That's just a freaking Slavic thing. isn't
Yeah,
it?
but that
because of
makes rap so much deeper because there's so many different
Variations of the same
of the
word.
word. Yeah.
But-
so I need to put
yeah.
you guys on it.
Yeah, at the end, music is not about just language in the sense of your language, but it's more about the language of music that translates in vibration and energy
Yes.
to you,
Yeah.
and that can
Yeah.
be and that could be given anywhere. Like you don't just listen to jazz and just it's a sound that comes to you and you feel it. So it's cool.
I
to-
agree with that because sometimes, like I said, I don't understand certain things that
Yeah.
or sometimes even if it's an English song,
Mhm.
I don't even like I turn off my brain with the words. I'm just
Yeah.
vibing with the melody because
Yeah.
it gives me good feels,
It's
good
the
energy.
It's the energy.
And like if you ask me what they're saying, I have no idea. Zero. Like,
But you could almost feel though through the energy if this
Mm.
is a uplifting song or if it's a sad song, like tonally, everything. Like it's definitely with music, it's communication through vibrations. But if you're communicating through vibrations, it's really a communication through energy.
I love it.
You know,
So let's get into some Reddit stories. Thank you, Bad Bunny. I will say that for what a performance for all of us.
And
Thank
your
you.
message.
Yeah, exactly. Who
Reddit?
wants to go first?
Not me.
All right.
I'm good
Also,
to go.
guys, it's almost Valentine's Day, so we did find, at least I found some Valentine's stories.
So you should start.
Okay, so in honor of Valentine's Day, what's the worst date you've ever been on? First date, I take her to a movie. That's what she wanted to do. Then we went out to eat at an Italian restaurant. During the meal, I feel my stomach start bubbling. Her friend calls her and says she's locked her keys inside and needed her to come to let her in. Her apartment was a good 30 minutes drive. So we leave. My stomach is making some noises and I'm feeling it. Halfway through the drive, it hits me. I'm about to crap my pants. So I'm
God.
speeding to her house, like with the windows down and the radio cranking so she can't smell or hear my voluntary farts. Finally, we pull up to her apartment. I ask her if I can use her restroom, which she replies, of course. We walk up to her apartment door and it is open. A large group of her friends are there. It turns out that it is a surprise birthday party for her. Without wasting any time, I make haste for the bathroom. The bathroom is rather small with an accordion door and located right across from her bedroom. I sit down on the toilet and unleash the wrath of God on this toilet. I could not have been quiet. No matter how hard I tried, I'm there for a good 10 minutes. I finish, flush, and wash my hands. Walk out to her and 3 of her friends standing there with the most disgusted looks on their faces. So I just said, I gotta go. I left, and that turned out to be our first and last date.
Oh.
That's tragic.
I've had that experience of just like not to date,
Not
but,
on a date, but like just
like
being an emergency.
sweating in the car, just like in this traffic, it's just like you're clenched up, just like well, I gotta get it, I gotta go. It's just like
I think we all have
I think
had that.
I think that's unfortunately a human experience.
Yeah.
Just like everyone's been there where it's like, oh, this can't wait. Oh no.
It's an awful feeling for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it's tragic.
yeah. My dad told me because he was in the car and he was driving. He was like, "Well, if you got crappy pants, just go ahead, do it in the car." Just like
That thing would sting in
If you
your
can
like
help it, I would
seats and
avoid it.
stuff.
I'm sure. I mean, like I think I would turn around if I had to, you know,
Oh my
or like
gosh.
lift my ass up. Those pants are going to
I
burn.
mean that, or
Yeah.
pull over and just run into the woods real quick.
Well, I mean, again, I'm in traffic, like so. It's like you
Pull
pull
over.
It happened to me with peeing.
Onto
I
the
was
shoulder.
dying. Oh my gosh.
Not peeing. You're crapping your pants,
No,
like
yeah.
literally.
Put them hazards
Like,
on, start going to the
Well,
shoulder.
Vic, let me explain. It's like right next to the bridge, like where the new CPI buildings are.
Oh yeah.
That's where we were stuck in traffic.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
right?
the little bridge.
Over the
so it's like-
marina.
Yeah,
Over the- yeah.
So there was traffic there, summer, and I was like all backed up, everything. And luckily, I just held it in, but it was
Good.
like I was thinking about just like like because the woods there's not really woods there. There's nothing there. So
Yeah.
you really, if you're going out, you're just going out and everybody's seeing you. Just take a load
Yeah.
of crap just right there. So it's either take a crap in the car or take a crap like
Where everybody sees you.
yeah. So I don't
Yeah.
know which one.
Car
yeah.
probably, yeah.
I think I've seen one dude. It was crazy because when I went to Japan when I was younger, we were just walking around. We're like 18 at the
stopping.
time, and then all of a sudden we just see this old guy, pants down, just taking a crap in the middle of the city somewhere, and we were just like, we all just like, huh? It's just like, and Japan's a very clean place, so it was just the most awkward thing I've ever seen in my life. It was just like, and we just walked past it. I was like, I'm really curious. To this day, I'm curious of like what happened. Like, but if you gotta take a
You
scrap,
gotta
you
go,
gotta
you
take
gotta
it. Yeah, it's a natural thing.
But speaking of the date, though, like,
Mm.
I don't know, that wouldn't ruin the way I look at you because you had to go poop. Like, really?
Yeah, I think it's more so the horrified face came from the sounds and the
Oh,
smell.
okay.
Because
Yeah.
an accordion door is flimsy, usually does not seal all the way up to the roof. So it means there wasn't a door there. It was just she put an accordion door there.
Poor man.
So and it sounds like when he's based on how he described, it was not the most quiet. So
Yeah.
there probably was the horrified faces was more about that than anything.
Yeah, I mean, you're. I would say you're probably a special case versus most people that
yeah,
that would.
I can see
yeah,
that. I just think
yeah.
everybody has to go shit.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
no,
Like,
Yeah.
we all
listen,
poop. Let's
same
be
here,
real.
same here. I mean,
Yeah.
as long as I don't walk in there and there's poop everywhere,
Everywhere, yeah.
then we're cool. It's fine. It's
Yeah,
like,
there's also very
uh,
little that, like, grosses me out, you know?
no, well, that's
So,
good.
I
Some
think,
people
like-
also are extra
Yeah.
sensitive to smells.
No,
and
yeah,
stuff.
totally.
That's why I like doctors and nurses because they're just like we've just been through it. We know what's it's a human body. It's
Yeah.
it
Nothing
happens.
stinks more than a baby poop, so, and I've changed
Doctor
a lot.
I don't know
stories are
about that.
crazy.
I've done some worse things.
Well, unless it's like an older person, then yeah.
No. I'm not that old.
No, but I'm saying, like, have you, like, changed
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm not talking about the newborn baby.
Oh,
I'm
I've
talking
never
about, like,
changed a grandpa though or a grandma.
yeah,
if
no,
you're
me neither,
asking
me
that.
neither, me neither.
Yeah,
But
so-
it's one of,
Yeah.
the grand, like,
Yeah.
older people and
Yeah.
toddlers are rough, both.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys.
right.
So who's the
Okay,
next
go.
Rick,
story?
go.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll go. Am I the jerk for lying to my husband about agreeing to an open relationship? My husband of 20 years asked me about opening the marriage. He said he loved me, but we're missing out on much because we were together since we were 20.
Mm.
I can see his point, but for me, the proper solution was, okay, if you feel that way, let's end things. If he really wanted to live more, as he put it, since he knows that I'm not into that kind of relationships. He didn't just suddenly suggest it either. It was gradual, and then it hit me that he is either already cheating or has someone in mind. So I wanted to know. So I said yes. And sure enough, it didn't take long before I found out that it was a woman from the gym. And now he was open with me. I found out that they have been flirting for a while, and apparently only our marriage was in the way. It was enough for me. He wasn't mine anymore, and I had to let him go. So I texted him when he was visiting his family and prepared divorce papers. I moved out to my brother's, and my husband doesn't know where I am. I want him to just divorce so he could date and live his life. He said that I fouled him and broke his heart because he never wanted divorce, and he would have chosen me if I had said no and was honest up front. But the thing is, he was already emotionally cheating, and I would never have found out for sure if I said no, and he chose me. He would eventually physically cheat too and resent me. Did I do wrong? I am 40, and my husband is the love of my life, and I really don't want to start over. So this should be a testimony of how hard it has been for me too. I didn't just trick him to divorce him. I needed the truth for my sanity. If I said no, I would have gone mad with wondering.
So is she a jerk for what?
Is she a jerk for lying about being okay with an open relationship to just to find out if there was already another girl involved? And then the second she found out, she just hit him with the divorce papers.
Yeah.
His argument is that, hey, if you were upfront with me,
Yeah.
I would have dealt with it and chose you because I don't want a divorce.
Yeah, but we don't know if he already cheated.
According
but-
to him, he didn't. The most that was happening was like
Emotional
flirtation,
cheating, or-
emotional cheating, and that's it,
I
where he
guess.
was thinking about it.
Okay.
So it sounds like he's dealing with the temptation, and
Mm.
he wanted to come up
Be
front and say
fair.
like, "Hey, is this a way we can explore this?"
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't want a divorce because he said he was basically saying, "It's like I still love you, but I'm like trying
Yeah.
to deal with these emotions." And obviously, devil's advocate, where we got together at 20, so like, did I actually get experience with other people? Did I really like see that? So
It's hard for me to answer that because I would never agree to it. And I also would never lie.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, it would just not be a thing for me.
Yeah, I mean, I get what he's saying though, in the
Mhm.
sense of like you're making me guilty without any proof. Like
Yeah.
you didn't trust me enough to have a honest conversation
conversation
Yeah.
of it
about this.
first.
But
Yeah.
I see her point of like, yeah, like if somebody's asking me that and we already put like boundaries on this thing, you already know I'm gonna say kind of no. Like that's what she's implying. Like
Yeah.
yeah, you knew
You
I
already know
down.
I'm not
Yeah,
into this
yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah. Then
Yeah.
you know, like I understand what you want, so I'm giving you what you want. So I'm not mad at her for it, but
Yeah.
it's difficult position.
It's
to
very
put,
nuanced,
yeah,
I would say,
yeah.
because
But
I could agree
yeah,
with both
but
sides.
I just don't like the fact that she didn't talk to him.
Yeah. Because
like
she should
it's
have just been like, hey,
yeah,
why are you
espe-
feeling that way?
especially the fact that she said afterwards within it, it's just like that's the love of my life,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you're not giving the love of your life a chance. It's just
Yeah.
like I understand where your insecurity comes in, because if my girl ever said that kind of stuff like to me, I'd definitely be like sus, like questionable.
Yeah.
Well,
What's
the
wrong with
other-
us? Why are you
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
explore outside
Yeah.
of
The other
that?
thing that I think bothered me most is that she felt that she wasn't going to get the truth unless she tricked them, which
Yeah.
is it suggests a lot of other things. Like I said, I see her point and
Yeah.
I sympathize with it for sure, but
Right.
I just think it wasn't the best way. It should have been a conversation
Yeah.
on the front end, because also temptation, like the enemy is always going to tempt everybody in different ways,
Yeah.
all the time. And I think at least bringing it up to his wife,
Yeah.
that's like, hey, I'm feeling a certain kind of way, is at least him, I think, at least taking action into like, I'm trying to invite you into what I'm feeling,
Mm.
to have like, you could oppose this and we can talk about it, but
Now, has he tried to fix the relationship that they
well,
possibly have?
unfortunately, there's no
There's no
update
update.
outside of that.
Because if you're just coming to me after not having certain important conversations prior on like, hey, I feel like I'm missing out, like maybe something is off in bed, like there's no
Yeah.
spark anymore. If he didn't have those conversations with her and then he came with this, like, oh, do you want to be in an open relationship? Then that's sus to me.
Oh, it's
too, you
super
know?
sus, of course. But
Yeah.
then it's like, okay, can you come front with me, this
Yeah.
and that? And then it's like, okay, if it's okay, so you are already like have a specific person in mind. You are like, I agree, it's emotional cheating for sure.
Yeah.
Address that on the front end and see how he feels. It's like, well, and then it's like, if you think then, okay, we should end it, then just hold to your guns.
Right.
At that point, it's like, okay, then we should end it. And if you really don't want to end it, then we need to go to like couples therapy or something to really talk this
Yeah.
through.
Hmm.
If that's what you like want. It's like, do you care enough about it to fight through it? Because there's always going to be bouts of
Right.
challenges and stuff like that. But it's just how willing are you to participate in either healing it, or because it sounds like at that point she's like, I'm over it. And I was like, if that's the case, I'm done. So I'm going to blow it up either way. So I might as well find out, so, and which is dishonest.
Tricky. It's a tricky situation.
But yeah, it's a really nuanced one.
Agreed. Good story though.
That is
I
a
mean,
good story.
yeah.
Yeah.
Poe?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one's gonna be screenshots of like text messages, but it's, am I overreacting? My boyfriend thinks my job is inappropriate. Okay, so I'm gonna read the text between both of them.
Okay, yeah, her boyfriend thinks she's in a
Her job is inappropriate.
Oh.
Yep. So she's saying, is everything okay? I thought you just seemed like something was bothering you while you were over. He goes, shake my head. Has just been bugging me, but I'm working on it. Can you tell me about it? I want to help if I can. It's just when I asked if you wanted to get lunch yesterday, but you couldn't because you had to pierce some dude's nipples, felt weird about it. She goes, because I couldn't get lunch, ? He goes, nah, I felt weird about the piercing. She goes, why? I've done piercings like that countless times before. He goes, I just didn't like the idea of a dude having his shirt on in front of you and you're touching him and it's just the two of you in there. off, I guess he meant to say, like, shirt off.
Yeah.
Mm.
She goes, I wasn't touching him any more than I had to. You have to touch people to a certain extent to give them a piercing. Him having his shirt off isn't even a thing to me. Like, I'm not looking at anyone in that way. And he goes, I just wish you didn't have to give those types of piercings because it bugs me. It's my job. That's all I see it as. I was doing this when we met. You know that I would be doing this stuff. It's always bothered me. He goes, it's always bothered me, but I wasn't about to tell you that when we had just met. She goes, I don't get why it bothers you though. Like, it's a job. There's nothing sexual about it. He goes, I don't think it's wrong of me to not like my girlfriend being around dudes getting all types of piercings in weird places and touching them and stuff. She goes, you're the one making it something it isn't. There's nothing inappropriate about it, and I'm not attracted to any of these people, and I'm not even thinking that way when I'm piercing them. He says, I don't know why you're trying to make it seem like I'm a bad guy for being bothered by it. She goes, I'm not saying you're a bad guy. I'm just saying I don't get why you're making my job seem inappropriate. I'm not doing anything weird. He says, it's just that I'll never know if I'm not there. She goes, what do you mean, ? He goes, I don't know what happens when I'm not there.
Oh, Jesus.
And then she says,
Jesus Lord.
if you think I'm doing something weird, then why are you still with me? You're the one making it something it isn't. There's nothing inappropriate about it. If you think I'm doing something weird, then why are you still with me? You're the only one making it something it isn't. There's nothing inappropriate about it, and I'm not attracted to any of these people, and I'm not even thinking that way when I'm piercing them. So, and then he goes, I don't know. I just need to think about it all. Just give me some time. So back to the question, am I overreacting? My boyfriend thinks my job is inappropriate.
No, you're not overreacting.
No,
not at
no,
all.
not at all.
It's your job. It's like you're mad at a doctor or a nurse that
Mm.
would touch somebody. Just get over it, dude. Your insecurity shows 1,000-fold.
Yeah, that's
Just-
pure
yeah.
insecurity.
Yeah.
And if you thought it was weird in the beginning, then why date someone who has a profession that's like
Yeah.
dealing with people in that way? You know, it's like
Mm.
you're dealing with someone who does piercings professionally.
Yeah.
That is a part
and
of
you
the
knew
job.
about it.
Yeah.
And you knew about it, so that is like a thing to consider when you decide to get serious with somebody.
Mhm.
And you got to figure it out because they're not changing their job for you, type of
Yeah, and I just think it's a form of manipulation. It's like, oh, yeah, I'm dating her. You know, like even with me, I can personally relate to it. As an
Bartending.
bartending and esthetician, like
Yeah.
sometimes I have to wax men's intestine.
Intestines.
Not intestines. You know what I
Wow.
mean. I don't want to. No.
thing. No, I get
Um,
what you mean. I get what you
like
mean.
I have to.
Personal areas.
Yeah,
Got it.
personal areas. And then like I remember like one of my exes was just like, oh, so you like wax men's balls? And I'm like, I mean, it hasn't happened yet, but if a spot that I'm
Somebody's
working at,
paying,
yeah, like I
that
do
is
have,
what-
luckily I do have a
Mhm.
choice. Like I don't have to if I don't
Yeah.
want to, which I typically
that's-
wouldn't, but it's
that's every
like
job.
right, it's a
Yeah.
job. So it's straight up insecurities, my opinion. It's like you need to work on that on your own
one
self,
But
thing-
you
what
know.
makes you think it's manipulative? You said that.
Well, I'm saying manipulative down the road where it's like, you know what I do for a living. Now we are building a relationship together. I fall for you, you know, you're my man. I go to you for everything. And then eventually let's say a couple months later, after we officially made it official, you come to me and like, oh, just so you know, like I've always had a problem with your profession. So now I'm like, I'm emotionally invested in you. It's hard for me to like walk away. Now you're trying to manipulate me into like thinking that my profession is inappropriate
Oh, okay.
to suit to
Okay.
your like
Okay.
profile of that's an appropriate profession and that's appropriate profession. Like I felt manipulated multiple times where it's just like, hey, like I don't think I'm doing something wrong, but in your mind, I'm doing everything wrong.
I don't know if it's manipulative because I don't think their goal is to make you think a certain way. I think it's emotional maturity to not address the insecurity ahead of time. And then they get it to a point that it bothers them so much they can't stay quiet about it anymore.
No, but then they try to influence you to like, hey, you should stop bartending because this is affecting our relationship. Yet it's not affecting our relationship. It's affecting you because you can't deal with it on your own.
Yeah, because at that point they bubbled up to a point they can't stay quiet about it anymore.
Right, and
So
that-
they think they can fix the problem because the problem isn't their insecurity. The problem is the thing that's making them feel insecure.
Yeah.
And that's, this goes back to, being super emotionally immature.
Yeah.
And manipulative in that sense. I get
Yeah,
that.
in that
Okay.
sense, yeah.
Yeah.
I would also say that when he was arguing with her, he did a straw man's argument. In that straw man's argument, like she pointed out some things and then he just went to a different thing
Mm.
instead of Yeah.
Oh, he was like, oh, how do I know if you're not doing something wrong if I'm not there?
Yeah, sort
Yeah.
of thing like that, where
he's
it's
jumping to
switch.
conclusions
Yeah.
where it's like
Well,
one thing to the
yeah.
next.
Yeah.
You give
Yeah,
a valid
well,
argument about one thing and then you switch
exactly.
the topic.
So that way you
Something
can be
relevant.
correct about one thing
Mm-hmm.
instead of like, oh yeah, but like really, it's a job. That's it pays me and my bills. Like, why are you mad
That's
at that?
another
Like,
trigger
that's
for
the
me.
real.
Oh, me
That's
too.
the real
I,
question.
It's like,
I call it out at this
don't
point.
say anything if you're
Yeah.
not supporting me.
Yeah.
I will be doing what I need to do in order to provide for myself. If you're a provider, we can have a conversation. But until you provide, no, seriously though,
No.
like
I agree
I
with
just
you.
send it like super blunt, but it's the reality
Sure.
of like you don't add to my life financially.
Yeah.
So until you do or you don't, it's your decision. But I'm saying like how somebody, woman or a man, like the audacity to tell another person what they should or shouldn't do for a living, like it's not your business.
Well, you got to address the root problem. The response should be is like, hey, you obviously have some insecurities over what I do for a living. And I'm sorry to say, but that's on you to figure out. I'm not changing my job.
Right.
So if that is an issue for you, you need to figure out what you want to do with that information.
Yeah.
But what I'm doing isn't changing. And that's it. Now, it's also up to you. It's like, you could even say if you really do like the relationship and like the guy, and this seems to be if this is the only thing that's like popping up as
Yeah.
an issue, then you could be like, I really like you. I love to make this work. But understand, this is my life. This is my career. This is what I'm doing.
And this is my
And
boundary.
this is what I'm
thing.
going to keep
Yeah.
doing. So, and you obviously have some insecurities on it. You got to figure out what you're going to do with that info, but understand I'm not changing in this particular case, and then balls in their court.
Yeah.
You know, if they choose to try to manipulate or whatever continuously after that, it's like, no, you have to blah blah blah. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, like I said,
I said what
this
I
is
said.
where this is where my boundary is, and that's
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
You know.
Good stories, guys. I
Yeah.
think that's where we'll cap off this episode today.
Awesome.
Thank you again. Hopefully, we get this name. No filter, no fear.
I think
Because-
this suits us
Well,
very well.
I'm saying we still have to research if it's available. 'Cause, yeah,
You
but
just manifested it. It's
I'm
available,
manifesting
guys.
it 100%. That's
Well,
gonna
by
be
the
our new
time
name.
this episode comes out, we would have confirmed it.
Yeah, but we already said the lines. So
I know, but people haven't heard it yet.
yeah, but I still have. We have the recordings of it already said. No filter.
No, we're gonna go figure it out.
yeah,
So I said, by
but
the time
what
if we do release this,
Oh,
we'll have
okay.
it figured
Like
out.
it's already going to be figured
Yeah,
out.
by the time they hear
But
it.
if they figure out that we don't have the episode, then that's the folly.
Yeah,
That
but they're
way-
not gonna even hear that. So
Yeah, they are.
You're going to
I'm
edit
not-
it.
I'm not gonna. We didn't.
You're
say
not getting what I'm
we
saying.
didn't-
It's okay.
we
You're not
didn't-
getting what I'm
no,
saying.
No, but we didn't say welcome to PND.
I know.
Yeah,
Right?
said,
We said the new name.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah, exactly.
And if
when we
don't-
release it, we'll know that
And
already.
if-
Like by
then.
the time you release this episode, we're already gonna know if the no filter, no fear is
again,
available.
yeah, I get that
Yeah.
part, but I'm not gonna edit out the intro where there's
No.
there's no PND intro. There's nothing in. There's
Okay.
only no filter.
So
no
we're
fear.
just manifesting that
Yeah,
it's available.
No filter,
Exactly.
no fear.
That's it.
Next
Done.
week. I'll
See you
see
guys
you then.
next week.
Peace.